Hello! I am so excited to make this video today because I had a great shopping day. I haven't had time to go charity shopping in I don't know how long. But today was horse riding day, which meant I was in Peebles and I went round all the shops in Peebles and I got some great stuff. I am so excited to share it all with you. So if you've not met me before, I'm Angela. My Vinted page is called Fragile Vinted and my eBay is Angelit69. I will tell you what I bought, I'll tell you where I bought it, what I paid for it, what I think I might get for it, and if it's an upcycle project, what I plan to do with it. Some of the things you've seen on my other videos are sold. Got a couple of things left that I upcycled, but it's been a really exciting month for me because most of the big projects I sort of invested a lot of time and money in I've sold, and the customers that bought them have been really pleased, so that was a real boost to my ego, especially as a beginner. So let's start. I'm so excited, like I've got tons of stuff, tons of really great stuff. So where to start? Let's start here. So these brass, you'll have heard me mention before on another video that brass sells really well for me. So I got this pair of brass pheasants. I think one is a cock and one is a hen. And they are really heavy, really big, and I just love them. So I envisioned these in a library, on a bookshelf, somewhere kind of country, a nice dark gloomy room, a bit of a vintage antique feel. Love them. So I can't remember what I paid for them because they don't have a sticker on it. That was a good start, but I think they were like £5 and I think I would get 18 to 20 pounds for them. They're a decent size, they're solid brass. You're not going to find these in a shop, but if you did go to a shop and find them in the home decor range, I reckon you'd be, I don't know, 20 to 30. I would get 18 to 20 for these because they're vintage. These will go on eBay and Vinted. So most of my antiques and collectibles or vintage curios go on eBay, but they also go on Vinted because they sell really well on Vinted, and brass is a big seller for me. So those are from Salvation Army in Peebles, and I love that shop. It's my favourite shop. It's really clean, staff are super nice, really reasonable priced, and I just like it. So try and stick with that shop. I got these from the same shop. Retro, vintage, not going to do anything with them, super cute, would just look great in a little vintage or country kitchen, but you know, they are herb jars, but you don't have to use them as herb jars, you can just use them as little curios. So I got a set of 5. Obviously they're all different herbs, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell them in a set of 2, so a pair, and a set of 3. So what have we got? We've got parsley, basil, we have got sage, thyme, and bay leaves, and I paid £5.50 for the set of 5. I just love them. They're a great size, they're a great colour, they're absolutely perfect condition. You know, they're made in England, they're vintage, got their original corks, like what's not to love about them. And you know, you could take the cork off, you could use them for paint brushes, makeup brushes, wooden like curios, like I don't know, old wooden spoons, tiny little rolling pins. Or you could actually use them as herb jars, and I really like them. So what did I pay for these? I've got it written down, that's why I keep looking over here, because like I can't remember anything. So the herb canisters, so set of 3 I'll probably get £15, set of 2 I'll probably get £10. They'll go on eBay and on Vinted, and I paid £5.50 for the set of 5. So love them, not doing anything with them, hope somebody else loves them as much as I do. So that was also from Salvation Army in Peebles. And then this over here, I'll just show you one of these because they're all the same. So these are jars. I think these have been used for tea, coffee, sugar. They're actually glass jars. They've been painted. You can sort of see the paint chipping off the bottom. They've got the seal on them. And I have 3. Now, I'm in a conundrum, right? Do I leave them that colour? Because I do quite like that colour. And here's some options. So, you know, you've heard me talk about IOD transfers. I have the cutest little transfers that I think would be perfect for these if I kept them as they are. And I'll find them and show you. So the book that I'm looking at is Iron Orchid Decides Transfer, and it's Ephemeral Melans. I don't even know what that means, but that's what it's called. And here we go. These, look at these, vintage labels. And I just think that these would be super on these canisters. Yeah, so do I just put these labels, that one could go that way, and sell them as a set of 3 in this colour? Or do I get some chalk paint, mix it with, here comes my daughter, come say hello. She's sticking her tongue out at me. Come say hello. So get some chalk paint, mix it with bicarbonate soda and give them a pottery look.
Oh, look awful.
Look, this is my mini me. Come on.
What?
This is my mini me. Show them my mini me.
I look awful. I'm about to straighten my hair.
I know. Well, now everybody knows that you think you look awful. But we don't care. Because we're...
At least I'm self-aware.
Yeah, absolutely. I look awful. I didn't even brush my hair. Yeah, so help me out. Do I put these vintage transfers on the front and just distress them a bit more so they look like this? Or do I paint them with chalk paint mixed with bicarbonate of soda to give them a textured pottery look and use a mould? So I've got these moulds. IOD moulds. This one is the I don't know what it's called. What the name? Oh, there it is. Cameos. This is IOD cameo molds, so you can see I've used it. So I don't know if you've used them before or if you've seen any of the projects I've done. So you just dust it with a little bit of corn flour, press your air dry clay or oven baked clay into it, and then you take it out and glue it to your project. So that's option 1. Do we leave them as they are, distress them, put a transfer on? Option 2, do we paint them a pottery style finish, or do we put an IOD mould? So the other mould I've got, can't wait to show you because I just love it. One of my favourite moulds is this one. And this one is the Iron Orchid Decides Hidden Hollow. And look at this, little doors. Little fairy doors. So I've used this one for a project already, and I'm going to show you the project I did. I've not finished it because it's taken me a long time. So this is one of the doors, and I've painted it with watercolours. So what I did was, which is actually quite important, you have to do your mould, and I covered this pot with cling film and I sat the mould on it to dry because obviously it's curved, and then when it was dry I painted it, and then I've glued it onto the pot. And then going round here, so this is like, I'm really into the whimsical fairy thing just now, so going round the pot I've got all these mushrooms, toadstools, but I've decided that actually it's not busy enough, so I've made some more moulds, and these are dry and ready to get painted and stuck on. I'm going to make this really busy and super cute. So the mould for that is this. Again, it's an Iron Orchid design, and the mould is called Toadstools, and super cute. So there you go. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous when I'm finished it. I'm going to have fill all these little gaps. Of course, I'm going to have a red and white toadstool because you couldn't have a whole load of toadstools and not have a red and white. So I'm really looking forward to finishing that. This is taking me a long time to do, and this is a canister. It's going to be, you know, I thought this would be really cute in a nursery, but also in a wee country kitchen with some wooden utensils. because this is taking me such a long time, this is probably going to be £20 to £24 because you're not going to get this product anywhere else as well. So please tell me what you think of this. Like, I'm super proud of it so far, and when it's finished I promise to show you. So there you go, that is my options for the canisters. Distress with a vintage label, a pottery effect with a textured paint, or do we go full on toadstools and fairy doors? Do I make them a set of 3 or do I make one of each? Let me know. You have to help me out. Now, those were £3.50 from the Salvation Army, and I just love them, they're super cute. And then lastly, these, I don't think these are vintage, but I did think they were super cute. So these are a set of 3. They come in these colours. I've got a feeling they might be IKEA because I bought pen holder kind of pot things before and they were from IKEA and the colours were the same, so they might be. But back to the IOD, I've got a new to me stamp collection which I've never used, and I just love it. And the stamp collection is Aranok and Decides, and it's called Decor Stamp. So you can't really see it. So you can't see it in the packet. But these are the stamps that I'm talking about. So these are definitely going to get painted, some sort of white chalk paint, or I have a nice cocoa chalk paint, or possibly a grey chalk paint. And then these stamps are perfect to put on the lids to give them a little bit of interest. But the other thing you can do is if you stamp onto air dry clay, it'll give like a reverse stamp, so it'll be like an impression. So again, that would give it some texture, and I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Rather than stamp with ink, I'm going to use air dry clay just to give it like an extra dimension. So those were times 3 for £3, and I reckon by the time I painted them, put this stamp impression with them air dry clay on top and wax seal them, I'm probably going to want like, I don't know, £12 to £14 for them. I think that was all I got from the Salvation Army, all of those things. Oh, wait a minute, I'm lying. Here's some more things. These are, I'm just looking at my list because I can't remember the name. So the houses, so yeah, these are just going to be sold as is, and they are Mudlin End Studio Velsham, and these are just adorable. So these were £1.25 each, and I'm going to sell them as is, although I might put them on display until they sell because I really love them and I think they'd look great together. If you know me already, then you'll know, I like to stack things. I like a wee bit of curio. Let's have a look over here. You know, just a bit of interest. Some flowers in there, maybe a wee candle on a bookshelf on a coffee table. It's all about the stacking for me. They're £1.25 each. They'll go on eBay before I put them on Vinted because they're collectibles, and I reckon they're worth £8 to £10 each, possibly more. If you have a look on eBay and check things that are sold, you can find out what people actually paid for them as opposed to actually listed. If you need to know how to do that, I will do like a 10-second video on it. So these are adorable. I'm going to keep them on my bookshelf until somebody buys them, and they will initially only be listed on eBay because they are a better thing for bidding. Because collectors will pay more than people that just think, oh, they're cute. So that is that. This is a Kaplo, Khalpo Connect 4, a little game, again, bookshelf, kids bedroom, little travel Connect 4, take the pins out, take the board out, which is like so, and you stand it up, put the pins back in, and they have like little balls in them. I think this is adorable. I think it'd look great even in a teen bedroom as a jewellery tray, just for a bit of interest. You know, you could put all your bits and bobs in here. Kids love crystals now. You can see this filled with all sort of nice little crystals, and I only paid 95 pence for this, which I think was a steal. I love wood. You guys that watch my videos will get to know me. I'll tell you all the things I'm a sucker for. Wood, pottery, glass. That's me. So this is actually £8 to £12. This is what I'm going to get for this. I think I'll probably stick it on Vinted at a tenner because why not? It's adorable. What I always do is stick things up. If they don't sell, then I'll put them on eBay or I will upcycle them. This is not an upcycle project. It's too cute. On a bookshelf, in a library, on a book table, in a kid's bedroom, on a shelf, or in a teen room with crystals or a little jewellery tray. Cost me 95 pence. I bought it in the High Street in Peebles, and I think it's the Capability Scotland, maybe, the shop that I got this from. So, love it. Also another one I might hold on to until it sells, because I do that quite a lot. Okay, this is a long video, I'm sorry, but I got so much great stuff and I'm so excited, and I'm not stopping until I show you everything that I bought. I'll try and speed it up because I'm getting bored of the sound of my voice. This here was a little brass dog. Got that from, oh man, wait now till I see if the other one has stickers. I can't remember. It's the one on the same side as Fat Face. Little Scotty dog, £8, solid brass, really heavy. It's, you know, on a stack of books, on a coffee table, in a cloche. I thought that'd be really cute in a cloche with a little tree behind it, like a Christmas tree, but not for Christmas. So he'll be about £8. Brass, sells, people love it, very on trend, expensive to buy in the shops just now. Here's the little mice that I was talking about before. 3 little mice. I have one of these listed on Vintage already. It's this size, I think. So it has a spear at the end. You could use this as a ring holder, but if you look, it's got like a pointy bit, and I think that they're receipt holders. But this is a set of 3. Absolutely love them. Cost me £3.50. They're going on Vinted, and they will be £15 to £18. I haven't done my research, I'm not sure. I think they're adorable. Imagine that with the little rings on them, or just on the table by themselves. So, brass sells. This is sake rice wine, Japanese. It's authentic Japanese. It's really thin porcelain and has this hand painted bird heron. Comes with 4 of the cups. You see that? And they're absolutely perfect condition, brand new, stamped on the bottom, and according to eBay, on the sold, not the for sale things, I can expect to get £12 to £16 for this. I paid £3.95, which I think was a great buy. Again, I think that would look great in your kitchen, just on, you know, a nice little pretty plate. This one, Carlton Ware, is actually not worth very much money. There's a lot of it around. It's very retro. I don't often pick it up simply because there's a lot of it around and it's not worth a lot of money. But this is so adorable, especially in autumn, but the colour of it, I think all year round. Christmas, you can see that with some pine cones. Summer, little fruit bowl. Autumn, perfect. You could put a hanger on it, you could hang it on the wall. I love this. I think it's so pretty. Look at the shine on it. I think the Carlton Ware is really underrated. I think that people look by it because it's not valuable, but like as a beautiful piece, you go to Next and pick up something like that. You're not getting much change out of £20. So that will go on Vinted. The thing about selling things on Vinted is you've got to style stuff. Styling's the key. If you style it properly, you're going to make money on your stuff. So that will go on Vinted before it goes on eBay. These vintage jelly moulds, again, not particularly rare, but absolutely adorable. I think stacked up like this in the kitchen. Let me get you some staging. It's all about using products in your house that with and think outside the box, you know. It's springtime, so you want some greenery. Got a box of random greenery. There's some, it's too big, but you know, like if you cut it down, just had it sitting in there, top of your bread bin. It's cute, it's lovely. You've got to think outside the box. You might never use this as a jelly mould, but that's not to say you can't use it for something else. You know, lavender is definitely a spring thing, so you could fill that with lavender, and those cost me, they were priced separately. They cost me £3 and £2, so that's £5. I'm looking for £20 to £24 for them. They are solid, heavy, beautiful little items. Love it. I mean, you couldn't, I was going to say you could use it as a cloche. You couldn't, because they're too thick, you wouldn't see through it. So again, it's all about the staging. Think outside the box. I don't want to have decor in my house that everybody else has got. I like something else. So, British Heart Foundation. These trays came from the British Heart Foundation. Oh my word, they're vintage. You can see they're vintage. They've got shells in them. They come in a set of 2, a bigger one and a smaller one. So it's very on trend to hang baskets on your wall just now, but these would be lovely on the wall. On a plain white wall, oh, I think they're stunning, but I also think they're equally beautiful to use as trays. So, you know, let's see. Just put some things on our tray. A couple of wee mice. Maybe we need some little curios. You know, they're beautiful trees. £2.50 for the pair. I'm going to sell them as a pair. It'd be shame to split them up. If they don't sell as a pair, then I'll go ahead and split them up. But I am looking for £18 to £20. They're beautiful. You're not going to get these anywhere else. Well, you might, but you'll be lucky to get them in this condition as a pair. Beautiful. Love them. They are definitely one of my favourite finds of the day. So, sucker, pottery, love it. This pottery stamped. It's been made as a cup, and then it's, you see the inside, it's been, you know, like little sausages spiral round. Beautiful in the side. Love that it's not been smoothed off. Look at the glaze. Glaze is stunning. Pottery is hot and it's expensive. You go to a pottery shop, you're going to pay a lot of money. This came from Cancer Research. Did it come from the Cancer Research? Yes, it did. And it cost me £3, and it's signed on the bottom, £20 to £24. Might have it in my bookshelf until it sells, because it's so cute. And this is one of my other favourite buys. Also, Cancer Research. This is so rustic. Look at that raw red there on the bottom. The glaze doesn't come all the way down. It's just lovely. A couple of little floral sprigs in there. It's got to be eucalyptus, so yeah, you want something tall. And it is signed here. Don't know who WS is, but how beautiful is it? And it's really heavy, actually, really heavy. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Love the shape of it. You know what I was thinking as well? You could use that as a bookend. You've got a stack of books, use it as a bookend. But what is not to love about this? Absolutely beautiful, love it. Definitely, definitely holding on to this for a while. Might not even list it. If I listed it, I'd want like 20 to 24. Oh, I just love it. You might not see that in Vinted because I love it. Last but not least, oh no, I'm lying, I keep telling lies. 2 of these, modern, not worth anything in particular, paid £1.50. My plan for these is air dry clay. I'm going to cover the whole thing in air dry clay, and I'm going to give it a textured. I've got loads of ideas. I've been collecting plain white canisters, jugs, vases. That is going to be an air dry clay project, and when I've got enough and I'm happy with what I've got, I will make a video on that, because oh, it's going to be so much fun. So like little textured canisters. And lastly, this was from the Cancer Research in Penny Cook, and it cost me £6 for the set. So again, on a children's bookshelf in a nursery, the colours on this, look at the gold on the top. This is not your cheap Primark pottery, and it can actually be used. It's not just for decoration, but in a nursery, if you're Disney mad like me, Beauty and the Beast, Mrs. Potts, Chip, and it's made by, now I'm not sure how to say this, I'm going to read it out to you. It's made by Kato, K-A-T-O, Kogi, K-O-G-E-I. And actually, when I looked it up on eBay, it's more valuable than your cheapy brands, and I should get 15 to 20 pounds for this. It's really, really cute. I mean, the detail, you can tell, you know, the painting, it's not sloppy, it's vibrant, it's got a lovely glaze on it. So that'll be going on eBay and Vinted. And lastly, I keep saying that, but I keep finding more stuff. The Oxfam and Penny Cook, £4.99, pool pottery. It's not a rare piece, it's not a big piece. Comps on this are quite varied. I could get £10 to £30 for this. It's out there, it depends who's looking for that piece in their collection, and if 2 people want it, get up to £20. If only 1 person wants it, I might only get 8, but it's £4.99, and I took a chance on it because it's so cute. It's, I would say, mid-century modern, which is my style. I love vintage, I especially love mid-century modern, and yeah, £5, took a chance on it. Certainly I'm not going to lose my money. I'd have to list it for £7 in order to cover eBay costs, but this will be going on eBay because, like I said, if 2 people want it, that's where you're going to make your money. So sorry for the ehs and ohs and ahs and me leaving the screen and come back in, having a wee chat with my daughter. That's who I am. I'm normal, I'm natural, I'm not a YouTuber. I just like making videos because I want to share with you the things that I do and the things that I don't do and where I get stuff. I hope you watched the video and enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment, please like and share, and let me know what your favourite item was, and if you've got an opinion on what I'm going to do with these canisters, I would love to hear it. Thanks for watching, love you, bye.